I welcome to the show Emma Saville. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Thanks so much for having me.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. So, hi everyone. So I'm a Greek, Italian, British singer-songwriter based in the north of England. Really great to be here and be on the show. So I relaunched as an independent artist in December 2020 with my single Out the Door. And then I released 2 singles in Brazilian Portuguese called Saudade and Saudade Unplugged. So Saudade means longing, desire, kind of it's much stronger than the English, like just to say, I miss you. I lived in Brazil for just under a year in 2018 and 19. So yeah, I wrote the songs there and then recorded them during lockdown. And then I've just released a single called Nostalgia, which was half in English, half in Brazilian Portuguese. And actually today I've just released my new single Ontem, which is also in Brazilian Portuguese. So yeah, it's a great day to have the interview.
You're writing in 3 languages then?
Yes, yeah, I speak Spanish, Portuguese and English. So I spent about 3 years in Latin America, mainly between Cuba, Costa Rica and Brazil. Also some time in Colombia and throughout Central America. But yeah, I really love Latin America. Like there's such an amazing, rich culture of music, which kind of so many different genres which feed into Latin American music. And I also really like writing in different languages because, I mean, English is my native tongue, as you can probably hear. But I think writing in other languages helps me express things in different ways because there's certainly verbs and nouns in Spanish and Portuguese which you can't directly translate into English and vice versa.
I understand.
And I also think, for me, I wrote Ontem and Saudade in Brazil. They were about experiences I had there. So, I think it's only fitting that I wrote them in Brazilian Portuguese. And I also worked with Brazilian musicians and producers to help to get the tracks out into the world as well. My video editor's Brazilian, my cover art's produced by a Brazilian. So, I wanted to keep the music as Brazilian focused as possible.
But now you're located in cold England.
Yeah, I definitely miss Brazil's blue skies. I'm not going to lie. So although it's lovely to be home with family, but yeah, because of lockdown, I've always been lucky for working for music. I've always been able to travel a lot, but I haven't left the country now since I came home from Brazil in June 2019.
You already mentioned your debut end of last year, but you're making music for much longer time.
Yeah, so I actually started officially songwriting when I was 15. So I met Lee Devlin, who's the producer behind MinusBlue. That's a EDM, down-tempo, chill-out white label. So I wrote 6 songs for his first album, the most famous of which is called Be As One. But that was very much me just kind of writing music for someone else. I mean, all my songs come from my personal experiences. I've always sung, but it's more been kind of for fun. And then because of lockdown, I was able to have the space to start producing music again and getting it out into the world. So for Out the Door, I was working with an American producer, musician called Soulbeats. That's his Instagram. So we collaborated on the song and we're doing another one at the moment called Revolutionize, which will be coming out probably in July, hopefully. So yeah, no, I think that's been a real positive of the pandemic, that it's enabled musicians to have the space to create new music. And also, one of the powers of social media, like, I know we met through Instagram and, I met Chris through Instagram and so many other local UK based, but also lots of international creatives as well. And I've really valued that because I think music has such a power to connect with people in a way that words don't. And I think especially through the pandemic, it's been difficult for everyone in lots of different ways. And I think music has got such a powerful ability to connect with someone on all different levels. So I know music personally has really helped get me through lockdown, as I know it has lots of other people.
Do you write your music and texts yourself?
Yes, yeah, I write all of the lyrics and the melody and the harmonies. They always come from me. I often write a chord structure for a song, but I'm not the most gifted musician. So yes, I play guitar, ukulele, piano and clarinet, but I wouldn't say I'm like a musician. So, I have an understanding of music theory and that really helps me write songs. But what I usually do is, record a kind of rough instrumental and then give it to a musician, whether it's like Pablo Domingos, who I've been working with, or Chris in the States, and then they take that and rework it and make it a lot better.
Tell us more about your new track.
Sure. So Ontem, like I said before, it's written in Brazilian Portuguese, and I love dancing. Like I've always danced for, since I was tiny. So I mainly love Latin dances, so like salsa, mambo, cha-cha. Ontem is about that moment when you're dancing with someone. And for me, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes I get this amazing moment of connection with someone where you're really connected to the music, to the floor, to each other, and it's all just kind of like flowing and amazing. It's about that, like the beginnings of a relationship.
Is there a topic you want to talk about?
For me, my music, I obviously really want people to connect with it on a personal level. I really love hearing from people how they've connected, because sometimes it's in a really unusual way. Like I wrote Out the Door, for example, about an unhealthy romantic relationship, but people have since written to me and said it helps them identify unhealthy, like platonic, like friendships in their lives. Or someone even said an unhealthy, like addiction, like they hadn't realized they'd been addicted, like to painkillers. So I always love that. So like hearing from people how my music can connect with them. And also I really love it when anything I do helps inspire other creativity. Like it means so much to me when I get especially young musicians, young artists who are just starting out, and they'll write to me and say, oh, I've just heard this, and you've encouraged me to start recording videos or start writing my own music. Or even people who, like me, had however many years break, and then they said, no, you've really like motivated me to start producing music again, because we definitely need more creativity in the world.
Please keep me informed about your new album you're writing. I saw in your bio that you're working on it.
I've decided to just kind of release singles as they're ready, because I was advised that if you just release like one album in one go, that can kind of, you'll obviously get some interest, but they said it's better to release singles gradually, because then you can keep building up to each song and people are more likely to actually listen to it and pay attention. Whereas if you release 10 songs just in one go, some of them are going to get lost. So yeah, I'm releasing an album, but it's a retrospective album.
I think it's time to play this track. Do you want to introduce it yourself?
Sure. Thanks so much for having me. You can follow me at Emma Saville Music on all socials. I'm Emma Saville on Soulbeats, and this is my new track, Ontem. Hope you enjoy.